YouTube, welcome back to JB Reviews. Today we're going to do another video towing with a Chevy Silverado, as you saw in the thumbnail. But this isn't just any Silverado. This is going to be a Trail Boss LT model, crew cab configuration. Very beautiful truck, guys. Now this is used. This has 86,000 miles on it. So today we're going to tow a trailer with it. I mean, come on, guys. That's a sick trailer, isn't it? This is a 2021 Homesteader Intrepid 828. Now this is going to be 8.5 wide, 28 feet long, has a 9950 GVWR. My Dodge Charger's in here. We're going to see how this bad boy tows today. Did I mention that this thing had 80,000 miles? I think it has 86,000. Check out this bumper, man. It has seen better days. So if you want to opt for this truck, oof, check that gouge. Oof, that's not good. You probably want to put a coating on this bumper because it chips really easy. My Ram does the same thing. I don't really care, but if you plan on keeping it a long time, this bumper's going to get eaten up. I love these red tow hooks, by the way. In the comment section, help me out. What should I call a new series? Now, I'm going to be using my trailer here to be towing with these half tons, 3/4 tons, and 1 ton trucks. So I feel like I should give this a name. Like, I have my Weight Watchers. I don't do it a lot, but when I do it, a lot of people seem to receive it well. And maybe with us using this trailer, I feel like we could give it a good, cool name. And I'll let you guys help me out with that because I don't know. I'm lost for words. But man, I love this color, man. Check it out in the sun. It's really nice. So I wanted to show you the engine selections that you have for this truck. You have 6 engines, 3 transmissions. You have a 4-cylinder turbo all the way up to a 6.2 liter V8 gas. You also have a 3-liter diesel inline 6. You have a 6-speed. And you have an 8-speed and a 10-speed. 10-speed is only available for the 6.2 and the 3-liter diesel. The 8-speed is available for the 2.7 turbo and the 5.3. And this is going to show you all your horsepower numbers. Alright, so whenever I do a towing video like this, the first thing we got to do is we got to check the hitch back here. We got to make sure we can tow with it, obviously. Now, I mentioned in another video, I like the way Toyota does their receiver hitch. This is going to be a class 4. It's a 2-inch. But these holes seem to be too small to get these big chains in. So hopefully I can make it work regardless. So we do have a hitch. We have a 4-pin and a 7-pin connector. We're going to be using the 7-pin today. And we have to make sure we have a trailer brake. So let's hop inside. Although this is an off-road package truck, they give you a really nice interior. This is the same interior you're going to see basically inside of a LTZ. The only difference I see is that you can't get ventilated seats in this one. But as far as a trailer brake goes, we do have one listed right here. So we definitely have trailer brakes. Now we have to check out mirrors and the camera. So let's go ahead and get the hitch on the truck. I'm using a Reese hitch. Has a 14,000 pound capacity for the 2 5/16 ball. And that should do the trick for my trailer because it's not that heavy. And let's see. Let's go ahead and pop this open. And there it is. And if you were wondering, that's the Charger Hellcat. Alright, let's go ahead and get this bad boy on. This hitch is not as heavy as the previous hitch. Be sure to check out the video I did on the other Silverado. I did not take that one on the road, but today we're going to take this bad boy on the road. So I'm really excited. The reason why I didn't take the other one was because the 7-pin plug, the cord was too short. So we're not going to have that problem today because this new hitch is going to be a little bit shorter. Unfortunately, when you tow, you have a lot of keys. So I have a key for my locking pin for this. I have a key for my trailer. I have a key for my coupler lock. And I'll also have to have a key for locking this when I leave this out. So I got a lot of keys. And I think I have to get keys also for my bar lock system, so I have to get these key to lights. So I only have to use one key for those, but I have a lot of keys, guys. Alright, so let's just check all the pins, make sure everything's good to go. Everything's nice and connected. I like to have this down like that. This is tight. This is on. So all we gotta do now is just back the truck up to the trailer. And yeah, let me just close this door. Ready to rock and roll. Alright guys, so here we are. So this is a pretty nice high-res camera for the most part. And yeah, I think I can get under there on the first try. You can actually change the camera views there. It's a little bit better camera view. And then you can turn these off too. Not a huge fan of these electronic parking brakes. I prefer the mechanical personally. But let's see. Because this truck sits a little bit higher, I actually have to raise this a little bit. So I actually did the Toyota Tundra video today also. So you can kind of see that this truck sits slightly higher than that truck did. Because I just pulled the Tundra right from under that hitch and there was no problems. Alright, so all I gotta do now is release the parking brake. Back up just about a hair. That might be too much, but here, I'll just... That should be good right there. Alright, so I think that's 41 1/4. So for the bigger chains, you're supposed to go around this way, but you're gonna have to get a smaller pin to lock in your hitch because this one's just too big. I mean, this is the only way I can get it in there. And I did twist my chains too because they were actually kind of low. So you can do that also when you're hooked up your trailer. All we gotta do now, pop in our 7-pin connector. And one thing I like about this, you see how this piece here is on the top? This is the right way to put your 7-pin connector. Manufacturers, if you're watching this, Chevy and Ram so far do it the right way. I remember Toyota, they had theirs at an angle. I prefer that. This just makes life a little bit easier. But like I said, all my pins are good. My coupler's locked in. Breakaway is actually in a nice convenient spot right here. I have some slack for my 7-pin connector, and we're at go. I mean, like I said, everything else is good. So let's go ahead and hop inside the truck. Let's get the trailer brake set up. But before we do that, I'm sure you guys want to see how bad this truck is squatting. I mean, let's be honest here. This is my second Chevy half-ton, and this bad boy is squatting. I mean, that is just, wow. That's crazy. Looks good though. It definitely looks good in front of my trailer. All right, so we're at 38 on the money. So it was what? It was 41 and I think it was 1/4, I believe. So a little bit over 3 inches. All right, guys. So let's go ahead and set everything up. So I'm gonna put the gain. Let's see what 3.5 looks like. So I can pull this to kind of check the gain on the brakes. Oh yeah, 3.5. 3 is too much, so that's perfect. 2.5 is where to be at. Huh. Okay. So let's go ahead and set up the tow haul. So I have to, this is a toggle, so I'm gonna twist it to the left. And there you go. So that just shows that it's in tow haul mode. And well, let's see how it does. Man, this truck is squatting. Whoa! Man. Yeah, she is definitely squatting, guys. That is, whoo! Yeah, you're gonna need airbags, weight distribution hitch for sure. And this is only like 800 pounds. Now, I have not shown you guys the towing numbers. Let me go ahead and do that. I forgot to do that for you, so let's do that now. Now, if you're looking for the towing numbers, they are gonna be on the door. We're gonna just specifically look at this sticker here. Gross vehicle weight, 7,000 pounds. You have a 15,000 pound gross combined weight rating. You have a 3,800 pound axle in the rear. Max payload is gonna be 1727, so that's a big number. Oh my gosh, that's pretty big actually for a half ton. Wow. It has a lot of options. It has leather seats. I mean, it doesn't have running boards or anything like that, but, and you have to deduct for these heavier wheels and tires too. So these are gonna be a little bit more weight in this truck. I'm glad that General Motors does this. They give you the max tongue weight at 950, so we're pretty much about max with that. So we're probably about 850 or so on the tongue. And this truck has a curb weight of 5,273 pounds. So if you want to know what the towing capacity is, you have to take the 15,000, subtract it from the 5,273, and that'll give you your towing capacity. Some of the things I do to get you guys great footage, if you haven't done so yet, subscribe to the channel. Helps me out a lot when I do these videos. I got to put gas back in these trucks. I have to ask for permission to do this. It's a lot of work, a lot of time. I took off from work to do this today. You know, right out of the gate, this truck is more stable than that Tundra was. Right out of the gate. And this truck is lifted. The power is a lot better. Oh man. I actually don't mind the squat too. This squat actually helps a little bit with the overall control for some reason. So it's probably, it's a little too low. I would definitely get some airbags, but I feel like it's not pulling the truck like that Tundra did. This definitely tows better than the Tundra. I was hoping not to say that, but it does already. Now when we get on the highway, that'll definitely change probably my feelings, because I could feel the trailer sway and pulling the truck a little bit. And I didn't feel that at lower speeds with the Tundra either. So when we get on the highway, that'll be a better test for us. I can feel it now. It's swaying a little bit, but it's not bad. It's still better than the Tundra. So I'm at wide open throttle, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. Okay. Not bad. With the truck having a lift, this Trail Boss is getting the job done right now. It is getting the job done. Look at you, Chevy. Look at you. I like this. Oh yeah, I'm going 65. I'm going 70 right now. This truck is doing a good job, guys. Wow. This truck has 84,000 miles on it. It's still strong. It's definitely a little bit weaker. I forgot to figure out what the axle ratio was, but I'll put it in a video here. I'm going to reset the fuel economy right. I think I did it a little bit further up with the Tundra, so I'm going to do it the same, okay? I'm very impressed already, guys. There's a little bit of sway. I would not skip out on the weight distribution hitch still. But man, this is definitely a little bit more comfortable to drive than that Tundra was. I hate to say it. Time for you guys to do a redesign of the Tundra, Toyota. The Tundra is 5.7 liter V8. It was a little bit more powerful than this. Like, I'm gonna pass right now, and I'm just killing my fuel economy because I don't want to slow down. And I'm going about the same speed now as I was with the Tundra, 60. I'm at 65 right now, but I was doing about the same with the Tundra. But the 5.3, it struggles a little bit more with like going up inclines, because there's a little bit of grades on this road, and it's struggling. I can definitely tell that it's struggling going up the grades. There's a little bit of sway. I mean, not a lot of wind today, just maybe 5 or 6 mile an hour winds. But the truck is quiet. I mean, we're not going up any grades. The engine's not struggling. I'm gonna put it on cruise control right now. There we go. So I'm gonna go 65, because that's where I was with the Tundra. And then, like I said, I should give you guys a better look at the fuel economy. I'm at 5.2. I think I started off about 6.7 in the same spot with that Tundra. And I finished off at 8.4 when it was all said and done. So the fuel economy was definitely pretty decent for a half-ton V8 gas. Oh my gosh, guys, look at the squat on this truck. I mean, that front end is definitely higher. Sheesh. Now, I have not had a chance to show you guys the capacity for these tires, so we got to do that now. 285 5520s, and let's see where the capacity is for the tire. It's 3305 capacity per tire, so these tires are definitely good enough for this truck. Alright guys, so I'm going to make a loop back around. Yeah, this truck is a little bit more sturdier than that Tundra was. Now that Tundra was a 2016, this is a 2019. This has a lot more miles. I mean, that Tundra only had 40K. It's a 2019 with 84,000 miles. Brakes are really good. Like, the trailer and the brakes on the truck are synced really well. I think I put it at 2.5 gain, I believe I said. You hear that? All the trucks I've tested do the same thing. Alright, here we go. 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, it's struggling, 60. Alright, here we go. That's all we needed. You know, I've said it in the last videos too with the Tundra. Even though this truck is doing a lot better than the Tundra did, it's still unsettling for me. Like, I can tell that the truck's swaying, but it's just not as apparent as it was in that Tundra. Like, this truck is lifted, so I have to do another test on like a regular LT, LTZ model, high country, whatever the case is, just to get a better comparison. But this truck, it's doing the job. Like, I mean, I could go on a 2-3 hour trip with this truck and be fine. The tires, these Nittle, these are the Terra Grapplers, they're doing a pretty good job. As far as the mirrors go, it's kind of weird. They give you a convex on this side, but they don't give you one on this side. Now, nevertheless, you can see really good with the convex. I see a lot of Chevy trucks being optioned with those tow mirrors from the heavy duties. I don't care what anyone tells you. That thing looks ugly. Do not get those mirrors. The truck looks like a dork going down the road. Like, it just looks way too big for that truck. I mean, maybe if you lift it, it might look a little bit better, but because the heavy duties and the half tons no longer have that same styling, the mirrors just don't look right on the half ton trucks. Like, so if you get a half ton truck, these are adequate tow mirrors. Like, I can see around the trailer. This is an 8.5 wide trailer. It's almost the widest trailer you can get. I think 8.6 might be the widest you can get. But yeah, even going over like some bumps in the road, like, this truck is handling the weight a lot better. Like I said, this trailer is about 4,000 pounds unloaded, give or take. And with my car in there, I mean, it definitely adds the weight. I mean, if I was towing this like without the car in it, it would still probably, you know, pull the truck around because of how long it is. It's a 28-foot trailer. It's a pretty big trailer. But my trailer has spread axles. I've said that in the past videos too. And that's going to help also with the overall towing experience with this trailer. This truck did a good job. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, I have to give it to Chevy. Like, their overall balance with the suspension, and even with this lift kind of changed my thinking. Like, I mean, maybe doing a 2-inch lift. You know, of course, if you spend the money the right way, don't just buy cheap stuff. But if you get the right suspension, you probably could tow something like this pretty easily. Because I'm almost wondering if this lift helped a little bit with the overall experience. I mean, it's not bad. Like, the truck is swaying. Like I said, there's definitely some sway apparent. But if you get the right equipment for your trailer, you could eliminate a lot of that going down the road. You just have to keep in mind, if it's a really windy day, it's going to probably be a little bit unsettling. And that's just the truth. It's just a little bit more unsettled compared to what I'm used to in a heavy-duty segment. One thing that I did notice is that the Tundra did best this on fuel economy. When I pulled back in, it had 8.4, and right now I haven't even stopped yet. I'm at 7.8 MPG, so the Tundra definitely does get better fuel mileage. Oh, somebody's backing up here. Still on par. The temperature outside is still the same. You see where it's at, 55. It's actually a little bit warmer, so even with a little bit warmer temperature, this truck should get a little bit better fuel economy. So it was 48 degrees when I did the test with the Tundra, and it still got better fuel mileage. Thank you so much for watching this video. When I did the video for the Tundra, I will say I was pleased with it, but after doing the video for this Silverado Trail Boss, I think this truck bested the Toyota Tundra 100%. And hopefully in time I can do some more testings like this for other trucks. If you do live in this area, you have a half-ton truck, would love to have a chance to, test your truck out. I live in the Frederick, Maryland area, so be sure to give me a shout out. And like I said, guys, thank you again for watching the channel. Be sure to subscribe, and I'll see you soon.